What's up everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and today I'm going to be discussing the evidence we have to suggest that we may be seeing a brand new map in Overwatch sometime pretty soon. So when we look at the schedule and frequency with which Blizzard releases new content into the game, we can see a couple of recurring trends. The most popular kind of new content, new heroes, so far have been released once every 4 months. To show, Ana was released last July, then Sombra was released at BlizzCon the following November, and then we just recently saw the release of Orisa in mid-March. Now, it doesn't take a mathematician to count the 4-month gap in between, so we can likely expect for the most part to see this kind of trend happening for the foreseeable future. However, more importantly to this video, there is another kind of new content that, so far, has been coming out every 4 months as well. And that is new maps. The first post-release map we got for Overwatch was Eichenwald, which was announced in August of this past year, and then released a couple weeks later at the beginning of September. Then, just 2 months later, Oasis was announced at BlizzCon in early November, and then was officially released 2 months later at the beginning of January. Since then, we have seen no announcements about a new map, despite it being well past the 2-month anniversary of Oasis's release. To put things into perspective, Oasis was announced at the same time as Sombra's official reveal, and right now, Orisa has already been added to live servers, and we still have yet to hear anything about what the next map will be. However, just looking at past trends isn't the only evidence we have for theorizing a new map. Jeff Kaplan, game director of Overwatch, mentioned back in the 2016 Year's End developer update that there are quite possibly some new maps on the way soon.
We also have other maps beyond Oasis that we're experimenting with. And like the heroes, they're at different stages. So some are further along in the pipeline. We have one map that we have a pretty good level of confidence in. That is a traditional game mode. We'll talk more about that later in next year. And that one's looking good, and we're feeling pretty good about that. And then we have a bunch of experimental maps that we're having a lot of fun with. I don't know if they'll see the light of day or not, but we are trying new things with the maps, and we are trying new game modes as well. So we're always looking for things that we can try out in the arcade as a new game mode. And our thought process is, if it's really fun as a new game mode, maybe at some point we could introduce it to the core map rotation, either in quick play or in competitive play. But right now, the arcade really affords us that opportunity to experiment and feel really good about trying new stuff out without damaging the core competitive game or quick play.
It seems to me that at least the one map they have of an existing game type which he mentioned will most likely be whatever we end up seeing next. However, it is additionally worth noting that he mentioned what sounds like new maps for non-standard game modes. Now, this could mean another map like Eco Point Antarctica, where it isn't in the normal map rotation, but rather exists only in the arcade for special game types. Or, this could even indicate that Blizzard is working on other main game modes, beyond the 4 which we currently have. This would certainly be welcome, as it would provide more new diversity than just another map of an existing game type. As much as I love the 4 we have, I think Overwatch could really stand to benefit from expanding in this way. Blizzard introduced Capture the Flag, but as I'm sure many of you are aware, it didn't shape up quite to what we would want in our normal map rotation, and thus has remained in just the arcade. Maybe the next new game type will end up doing this as well. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, this might be delving a bit far into speculation, but I've got a hunch that the next map will be an assault map. First off, the previous 2 post-release maps have been Hybrid and Control Point, which means, for the sake of balanced map diversity, the next one should be either Assault or Escort. However, my reason for thinking that it won't be Escort is based on the fact that, as I mentioned before, it seems almost that the new map may have been delayed. One good reason I could see for this is that Blizzard is currently reworking how assault maps work. We've recently seen the implementation of the percent-based capture counter in competitive mode, and know that this is the product of Blizzard wanting to try and make assault maps feel more balanced and fair. However, since this is still something they are experimenting with, they may end up going with a different solution entirely. They may even have to physically modify the existing assault maps we have in order to try and balance them. If this is the case, then it would make sense for them to hold back on releasing a new one until they know exactly how they want to fix the old ones. This might be a stretch of a speculation, and there are definitely several other possibilities for why we haven't seen anything about the new map yet, but I just thought it would be something interesting to consider. Now, what's the fun in talking about a new map if we don't address possible theories about not only when we will see it, but also what it will be thematically? Most importantly, where will it be located, and will it build on an already existing hero's lore like Eichenwald did? Or will it introduce a brand new location like what we saw with Oasis? Well, unfortunately, I'm not actually going to be delving into that in this video. But that's because my next video, which I've already begun working on, will be a top 10 list of the most likely possible locations for the upcoming map. So, rather than spoiling some of the best stuff from that future video, I will just hold off on those juicy details for the time being. Once that video is uploaded, there will be a link to it on screen now, as well as at the end of this video. So if it isn't uploaded already, please be sure to check back with my channel shortly for its release. Anyways, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, share, and follow me on Twitter, as all of those will help me to grow and make more and better content. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss my upcoming top 10 maps video, as well as all my other future videos, which will be coming soon. Until next time, keep enjoying our latest hero, and have a great day.